Hey friends, how you doing today? I hope you're doing well. It's just a quiet Wednesday afternoon. I just had some lunch. Um, our snow is melting. I'm not sad about it. Let's take a little bit though, because we got quite a bit of snow. I think we got about 18 inches this weekend. At any rate, I want to show you the seeds, and then we'll talk about seeds in general after that for a little bit. All right, so the first thing I have is from Baker Creek. Actually, the first few I have are Baker Creek. And I'll put the, I'll throw the link over there. I don't know if it's a link, but at least the website will be there. And this is a flower / grain, actually. And it's called Love Lies Bleeding Red. It's an amaranth. Let me show you that. So it has this very, I don't know, kind of like dreadlock looking flower. And they hang and they drape and they're really pretty. And if I dry them out, I can actually feed them to the chickens. Pretty cool. I bought another hot pepper because I really wanted to try these. I've heard a lot of good things about them. They're called Sugar Rush Peach. What does it say? It's an exciting new heirloom bred by hot pepper prodigy Chris Fowler of Wales. Oh, it's Welsh. It's a long peach-colored fruits are packed with loads of super sweet tropical flavor, and the seeds bring smoky, complex heat. Sounds really good. And then I got this unusual eggplant. It's called Thai green frog fingers. It's a tiny little eggplant. So I'm looking forward to trying those. Put those in some stir fries. Can't wait. Now I got 2 packets of these. This is the Thai double blue pea blossom, butterfly pea. So. Now these have had a lot of fame in the recent 10 years or so because you can make a tea in it. It's bright blue, and if you add acid, it turns to like a fuchsia pink. And a lot of bartenders were using it to make really trendy cocktails. So it's pretty cool, and it's a beautiful blue flower from what I've seen. So I'm gonna stick a couple in the garden just for decorative purposes, and maybe we'll make some of that funky tea or add it to a funky tea. Now, I wanted to try this. This is a basil. It's called lettuce leaf basil. It's a huge leaf. And I want to try it because you wrap, you use them for wrap. So like a nice spicy chicken wrap and a basil leaf. Sounds really good. Then I've told you before that Baker Creek always sends you a free packet of seeds. It's a basil. It's called Blue Spice. Let's see what it says. Especially fine appearance in pots or in the garden. Heavy fragrance with a spicy vanilla undertone. Pretty fancy. Yeah, so we'll try it. We'll see it somewhere in the garden. And then I ordered from another company, Haas. They have a YouTube channel, and I think it's Row by Row. Yeah, Row by Row. I think they have a new video every Thursday. I'm seeing the literature in front of me now. So I ordered a hybrid tomato. This is a Better Boy. Many of you probably have heard of that variety. And it's a hybrid. So that means, well, we'll talk about hybrids just in a second because I have another one here. And it's okra. It's jambalaya okra. It's not super tall. It's supposed to be prolific. I had a problem with pests on my okra last year, so I got a real late start. I got a couple of pods out of it, and it was too late. So hopefully this year I have better success. I really do like okra. So all right, so Baker Creek actually deals exclusively in heirloom seeds. Now, heirloom seeds are an open pollinated variety that breeds true. It's been passed down for generations. So they've been around a while. You know, they're like tried and true variety. For example, the Brandywine tomato, one of my favorites. So tasty. Pretty much tomatoes self-pollinate. If you want to be very sure of it and you're going to be saving seeds, you can use a flower bag, and it's basically an organza bag, like the ones you get like party favors at showers in. And when the blooms open, you put that over so it can't be crossbred by a pollinator with any other tomato in the garden, which is fairly rare, but it could happen. So if you really want to be seriously saving those seeds for that variety, that's what you would do. And if you took those seeds from a ripe fruit, you fermented it for a day or two, you dried out the seeds, and you planted them the following season, you could expect to get a Brandywine. So that's what basically an heirloom seed is. Now, a hybrid seeds, seed companies breed a couple of tomatoes, 4 varieties, depends on what they're going for, to get a certain result. And that's what like the Better Boy tomato is, for example, or the Jambalaya Ochre, which I just showed you a second ago. If you took the seeds from that fruit, you'd probably get characteristics of one of the parents, maybe both of the parents. You might be lucky and actually get the same kind of fruit. You'll get a fruit, it just won't breed necessarily true to what it is. Now, some hybrids have stabilized and they're open pollinated, and that's kind of like an heirloom seed as well, because they're open pollinated. And so if you did the same process I talked about with the organza bag, you would be able to get that seed again. But what the seed companies or the seed breeders hope to do is that you'll buy them from them, and they have their process down pat, and that's fine. But I mean, if you are in a survival mode, no matter what kind of seed you save, you know, you're gonna get, if you save a tomato seed, you're gonna get a tomato. So that's about hybrid seeds. Now let's talk about GMO seeds. You know, a lot of packets you'll actually see that say, you know, contains no GMO seeds or non-GMO. Well, the truth of it is, seed companies can't sell GMO seeds legally to the consumers anyways. And it's in their best interest to have tight control on those seeds, so that's what they do. They have tight control, and they only sell them to big farmers, and that's who profits from those things. I'm not a fan of the whole GMO scene. No shocking story there, but you don't have to worry about accidentally buying a GMO seed and planting it in your garden. So just keep that in mind. Now, I will add a little clause to this. If you're living in an area where farmers do use GMO seeds and it's something that can be pollinated across fields, and you save seeds from your own crops that match theirs, you could have some issues there. And actually some farmers there have been famous cases where farmers have been sued for saving seeds that were pollinated because of a neighboring farm using GMO. I mean, that's how tight the patent regulations are on those things, but it's a rare acceptance. You're not gonna accidentally buy GMO seeds. Well, friends, thank you for seeing the few seeds that I did get in recently. Thank you for listening to my spiel on seeds. I hope you have a great day. My Cape Cod life. Goodbye.